Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is my channel, and you guys are the best people in the whole world, and you have subscribed especially, and so I really appreciate that you've done that. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed, please do. Let me, allow me to grow this channel. In fact, it's you guys, of course, that make that happen. I don't make it happen. And so I just wanted to tell you thank you for that, and I appreciate it very much. So this is your general angel reading for the week of August 30th through September 5th of 2021. And because it's a general reading, some parts may not resonate completely with you, and just leave the rest, like take what does, leave the rest. It's all good. It's how it's supposed to be. So I am in a public campground at the moment, and so hopefully the noise is not going to be too much for the reading. Hopefully we can still, have some good sound here and that you can understand everything I'm saying. So it's an amazingly beautiful day, and I'm just treasuring that. And so it's almost September. I mean, can you believe that? When I'm doing it, by the end of this week, obviously it is September for a while, right? So, okay, let me just look for a second and see what's going on here. Oh, you've got a great week going on here. Okay. Let's start here. The frog says, clear out your clutter. Does that make sense to you? It feels like dust in the corners. Cobwebs, things like that. It's not necessarily stuff, although there's a certain amount of that too. Just trying to receive the messages. So for some of you, it is quite a bit of stuff, and they're suggesting a yard sale. I know. I don't understand how they, come up with these things, but that's what they're saying. So that's what they're suggesting. Or, if you don't want to do that, go donate some stuff to, the thrift store or whatever, to the women's shelter, things like that. Or if it's big enough, well, maybe you want to advertise it and sell, There's an ant crawling on the phone. So let's see. Oh, I don't have the book with me. I was going to look up and see if I could read what ant is. Anyway, okay, maybe we'll have to look that up later. But so the frog says, like, the purification. So this is definitely clearing the clutter from your home or from your office or things like that. It's when you do your cleaning, get in behind things and in behind things, and into the corners and all that stuff. It's like the big fall cleaning is what they're showing me. This is also making sure you're drinking a lot of water, making sure that your thoughts remain elevated. Elevated is the word they're giving me. So it feels like you've been feeling kind of low. Take a deep breath and decide. It's like a decision this time anyway. It's a decision that you are going to very purposefully, when you feel yourself feeling low, that you're going to bring to mind things or people or events or whatever that you enjoyed. And so you're going to let yourself sink into that thought and that feeling, and let yourself go back there or experience something brand new in your thoughts and your imagination. And in that way, you're going to help yourself feel better. And so, like, yes, I'm hearing somebody say, that doesn't work. Is it not worth a try? Your angels are kind of like, we got your back here. We're trying to help you figure out some solutions. So let's give this a go, is what they're saying. So if you can immerse yourself into a memory or a thought, something that feels really good, then you'll be able to help yourself be uplifted a little bit. And that's part of what the frog wants to tell you. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, so look at this. Hello from heaven. So who do you think of first? Who do you think of first? Who's in heaven, who you'd like to talk to? Yeah, that's the person who's saying, hey, I'm still here. Yeah, I can still see you. We can still communicate. I still love you. And that they're always with you. And so, okay, that's not quite exactly how it works. Somebody who has been in human form, has been here on earth with us, and who has now transitioned and is back home, they still have, of course, their spirit body. They no longer have this physical body that they had here. And so they can come to you for sure and visit you. When you call, they hear you and they have the choice then if they're coming or they're not. Sometimes they're really busy. I mean, they've got lives over there and they have other people that they visit as well, right? So it's possible that they wouldn't be able to come every single time, but they definitely, and even if you haven't called, like they can check in because they want to, because they just are. And so you might notice that, you might be able to feel them. And so that's real, if they come to mind and you're thinking, oh, are they here? Yeah, they are. That's why they came to mind, is because they're there. And you can make little deals kind of with them and say that, okay, when you're here, especially if I'm not noticing you, then show me a sign, and you can decide together what the sign will be. What are you going to recognize? You'll maybe recognize coins or feathers or ladybugs or something along those lines, or you could choose something totally different. You could say, okay, make me find pens everywhere, or whatever the case may be, whatever you will know for sure it's them. Excuse me, I have hiccups, I think. And so that's maybe part of the reading too. Interesting. It could be, yeah, you could say, when I get hiccups, that's because you're here. Right? Like it's corny, it can be silly, it can be whatever you want it to be. And so your loved ones, though, want you to know that they are still watching over you and they're aware of you, and they know when you're calling them. Yes, it's still, the connection's still there. Yeah. Okay. So have a backup plan. So it sounds like you're formulating something that you want to accomplish, whether this is at work or whether it's at home or whether it's with relationships or, however it is, something that you want to accomplish. It could be a project. And so, you're deciding how you're going to do that or what you're going to do for hobbies or, something like that. I'm not sure. That's not quite right. They're showing me that somebody, it's maybe going to be like a craft fair stuff or something like that. So you're creative. That's awesome. And you're making these things, and now you need to find a market for them. So maybe craft fairs or I'm not sure, little stores. There are stores that will sell artisan goods, right? Or not even sure. Anyway, whoever that applies to, that will resonate with you. But they're saying, have a backup plan. Have a plan B in case plan A doesn't really go according to plan. Make it so that you always have something else that you can turn to fairly quickly, so that this doesn't, like if it doesn't quite work out, that you don't get sidelined and dragged down deep again, right? So let this help you come out of the little hollow that you've been in, and then make sure you have a plan B so that you can stay out of that hollow that you've been in. Yeah, that's how that feels. And take back your power. You have the power. You set your boundaries. Does that make sense to you? You are the one who sets your boundaries, and your boundaries is where your power is. When you say, no, you cannot treat me that way, I will not tolerate that. And when you express that really clearly and really well, and you stand by it, then that's when the other people who are trying to cross those boundaries are going to notice that. They're going to realize that, oh, my behavior has been less than exemplary. Here's a clue for me to pull up my socks, right? That's not your goal, that's just a bonus, right? But what this is yourself saying, this is how I choose to live my life. And I'm doing that with or without the people around me, because I need to, because this is my life. And so hopefully, you get to keep all your loved ones immediately around you. You still always get to keep them as loved ones. You still love them. They still love you. It may be that you're not with them as much as you currently are. That's the difference, right? So, but you need to do what's right for you and take back your power. Yeah, it feels like you've been giving that away by allowing other people to influence you more than is healthy for you. Yes. Okay. And here we have this. This is so beautiful. Here we have your transformation. Wow. Wow. Amazing. You're blossoming. You're transforming before our very eyes. And okay, your angels are saying, it appears to us to be a transformation. What it truly is you allowing your own true self to come forward and be the prominent one. Yeah, here you are. And you are amazing. And, you might think, well, if I say that, then so-and-so will be upset with me. And they might be, but that's got nothing to do with you. That's got nothing to do with you. That is only to do with them. And it's their choice whether they're upset with you or not. It's their thing that they've experienced that causes any upset. And you can't control that. You didn't cause it, and you can't control it. So shine your brightest. Do your transformation. Let us all see the beautiful colors. Let's see how well you can fly. I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing you do that. And then all the prosperity just floods right in. Just floods right in. It's like you can barely catch it all quickly enough, because it's just coming and coming and coming and coming. And it's the prosperity isn't what makes you joyful. It's when you become your own true self and let your joy show, that then the prosperity comes to you, right? Because you're living in the flow, you're living your best life. And that is such high vibration that all the good stuff has to come to you. It can't help it. So, amazing, amazing. So we have here the daily guidance cards. Let's see what's one last thing that your angels want to tell you for this week. Oh, this is such an amazing reading for you guys. I love this. Okay, oh, where is one last card? Oh, it's more than one. Let's see. Okay, no, it's this one. All right, time to go. So there's something here, like it feels very much like it's this transformation. It's time for you to say, here is my true self, and I need to show that no matter what your reaction is, because this is the real me, and I need to show that so that I know that it's actually me that you love, that it's actually me that you want to be around. If you haven't been showing your true self, then there's always part of you that questions if people truly love you, because they haven't seen the real you. And you're the only one who knows that. Does that make sense? So the more you show your real self, you leave the old. It's not fake, really, but it's the old protected, guarded self. Leave your guarded self behind. Let yourself be full, be real, and then you'll be able to be confident when people love you. Yeah. Fabulous. Okay, so Aquarius, will you please join with me and send some of your real self, that beautiful self that is so giving and so loving, send that to the whole world, to all the people. Oh, that's amazing. You're really good at that. Thank you. So, I appreciate you, and I love you, and I'll see you next week.